think I'll do some Tex Mex this morning. I'll make me a Tex Mex Breakfast Bowl. The way you make a Tex Mex is add in the salsas and things like that that's used in Tex Mex cooking. Now, Tex Mex is sort of a crossover between cowboy and Mexican, and it's not really either one. It's based on what's available in that part of the country, down around Austin and San Antonio, and it's sort of spread from there. But it's good. It's not Mexican. It's not necessarily cowboy, but it's a good breakfast. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is make my salsa. Now, everybody thinks of Mexican salsa as being red in a bowl and you dip your chips in it. But there's also a cruda, which means raw salsa, and it's called pico de gallo, peck of the rooster. And it's simply 3 ingredients. It's tomato, onion, and jalapeno. And you can make it peck as hard as you want to by how much of the jalapeno you put in it and what parts you put in. So I'm going to cut up the jalapeno, and everybody knows what cutting up a tomato looks like. Or you split the jalapeno down the middle here and open it up. Now the main part of the heat, the acid which forms the heat, is in the seeds. So if you will just simply take the membrane and seeds out, you've cut the spiciness of it in half. And let me tell you, don't use your fingernail to scrape that out, or you'll scratch your eye and you'll regret it the rest of the day. I use a spoon. Once you have the pepper cleaned here, all you do is just and that ought to be enough for the salsa for this morning, and the rest will go in a jar to keep for later. And everybody's seen me cut up an onion. I don't need to do that. And then the tomato, you would want to dice it up. The thing about it, you make just enough for the breakfast. You don't have to make a whole bunch because it doesn't keep very well. It'll keep for 2 or 3 days if you put some lemon or lime juice on it, but you just make it fresh. It's like a garnish. It's not something you make and keep for a long length of time. I already had some onion here finely chopped, so I'll use some of that. And there's my pico de gallo for the breakfast bowl. See how easy it is to make? And it's good stuff. So here it is, ready to put together. I've got these potatoes I cooked the other day. I cook enough for 3 or 4 meals, and they last very well. This is some crumbled, cooked and crumbled Jimmy Dean hot sausage. I like the hot. It just has enough spark in it that I like it. And here's some green onion goes in it, and the cheese, and of course the 2 eggs. We want to put those in here and beat them first. Beat 2 eggs very well. then it's everyone in the pool. Just rake it in and fold it in with the egg, get it completely combined here. And this is the place to add a little salt and some fresh ground black pepper if you like it. Get it all folded in there. Now the final thing, I like to spray the bowl with a little Pam just to keep it from sticking. And some corn chips. Just crumble them, put them in the bottom. They make sort of a bottom crust for it, you might say. And then everything in on top of it. Level it out here. And now that's ready to go in the microwave oven. I say microwave oven, it's really a microwave. It's not an oven even though it gets hot. And that's going to go for a minute and a half. You'd cook it for 1 minute to start with, stir it a little, and then finish it up the other half. Okay, in the meantime I've seeded and peeled an avocado here. Cut that up and it'll go on it. It kind of wrecked it. It's not real pretty, but I'm not going for beauty this morning. And the bowl just finished. So I'm going to pull it out. There it is. So now I'll put some of the pico on it. You just add that over to one side. After all, it is a garnish. And a few slices of avocado on top of it. Leave those in there. And the final touch. Some corn chips. Now that's ready to go to the table. Okay, here it is at the table. Let's take a taste of it and see what it tastes like. Okay, let's dig down here in the middle. That's the goody part, and see what it tastes like down there. Get a little less pico de gallo on it. Give me a bite here. You know, for a $2 or $3 breakfast, this is darn hard to beat. And it wasn't all that hard to make either. If you like Tex-Mex cooking, or think you would, give it a try. It's easy, and it's really good. So, as I say, God bless America, God bless Texas, and thanks for watching my videos.